All right, here we go. Tour number 2. What's the date today?
28.
June 28th, 2012. You know this spot. Former junior high school. L.P. Wilson. Let's see. The tennis courts. You know, I was here for 3 years, 7th, 8th, and 9th grade, and I never once stepped foot on that tennis court. Ever. No idea why. Now, what I do remember is the front of the school here. Every day, everybody would hang out. Every day, everybody would hang out. I remember the girls. I would assume April Brown, as I recall. Melissa Johnson, Elaine Lubsey, I know she was in there. Ingrid Levy, Lisa Jones, playing double dutch. Right, I'll show you where. There's the door we used to go through. And the double dutch spot right here. And I remember in 7th grade going into Cape Cod, and the highlight of the trip for me coming home, I remember Christine Stone, who I didn't even really know, to tell you the truth. I don't even think I ever talked to her again, but for some reason she wore my Red Sox hat, and the bus parked right here when we got back. Well, she wore my Red Sox hat on the way home, and boy, I thought I was the man. She was wearing my hat. But I remember I had to get it back before my father picked me up, just so that he wouldn't know that a girl was in the picture. She wasn't actually in the picture. She just wore my hat. I don't know why. Let's see. Now, LP, wow. Look at the hallway. Hey. All right, here we go. The courtyard. I never went out there either, ever. In 3 years, I was never out there. I think that's where all the kids, all the smokers used to go, which I can't believe they let middle school students, junior high school, smoke. Let's see. All right. This is now the Pupil Personnel Services room. Mr. Palizza. That was his office. Oh, I'm going to show you my locker. Now this was the hallway. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the hallway. This is the hallway. I'm going to show you everything. Now, social studies. I think this was social studies. I'm going to tell you, in this room here, room 10. In room 10, I took some kind of social studies class. And I remember the teacher, he was like a hippie type of guy. He drove a Volkswagen Bug. And he had like a thing on his shoe, like a change purse. And it was like connected to his laces. He was like a hippie type of guy. As I recall, this was Mr. Schweitzer's room. And it's locked. And I learned about caribou. I learned about caribou in that room, baby girl. Caribou. Now listen, my memory is spectacular. And I'll tell you why. Because, let's see, 89, 2009, 33 years ago, boop, there was my locker. Right here. That was my locker, number 282. Let's open it up. See if I wrote on there or anything. Now look at that. Mike Martino, class of '83. Anybody remember Mike Martino?
In here.
Because he wrote class of '83. What does this say? I was here, '83, Mike Martino. Mike Martino was a graffiti type of guy. Come on. Come on, get up. Get up. No. Now, I'm going to show you something. Here's a crazy thing. Here's a crazy thing. I don't know how this happened. My locker, now I was here 1979, 80, 81. I remember my locker, which was right there. There's only two. All the people I went to school with, I only remember two people where their locker was. Okay? I remember where mine was.
Where's yours?
I just showed you. That was mine. And I remember Rita Karji, her locker was one of these three right here. Now the fact that we got married 79, 89, 99, 2000, 28 years later, it's pretty crazy because that's the only lockers I remember. Come on, let's go. Now, they remodeled a lot of stuff. I'll tell you a funny story. See this room 20? Room 20, that was a science room, and I'll never forget. I'd like to forget, but I had to sneeze one time in that room, and I sneezed really hard, and the force of it threw me down, like almost under the table. And when I got under there, I realized all this phlegm had come out, and it was all over my lip, and my hand, and I had to stay down there for like 3 minutes so I could clean up. That's my science memory. Now this room is not a room anymore at all. This was the science room. This, actually right where this wall is, which is a new wall, this is where I cut up a frog. Right on this spot. My table is literally right there where that door is. I cut up a frog, and I remember it stunk. Brutal. It was so, it just stunk. A frog. Well, it was dead, and we did an autopsy, I think, and we took out the little parts, and you could see the lung and it was brutal. And now these, I don't know what these rooms were. I remember, let's see, I guess it would be this room, 30A. I was in that room. Tawana Foster. Remember Tawana? Tawana was in there. I don't know what class that was. But I remember she wore a long sweater in the wintertime, like one of those sweaters the girls used to wear, and they were like floor length almost. Actually, I don't remember this hallway that much other than that. They're all classrooms. Let's see. I hated going in the bathrooms because they all stunk of cigarette smoke. L.P. Wilson bathrooms. Kids back then smoked quite a bit, apparently. Let's see. Anybody remember this? Wow, it still smells like smoke. Well, no, that's a man's bathroom. Come on, go. This used to be the library, as I recall. Look at that. It's completely changed. It's not the library anymore. All right, let's go. All right, maybe we're not allowed to film in here. Let's see. There's the double Dutch spot again. Remember the teachers, Mrs. Alexander, Mrs. Scanlon, Mrs. Scanlon, Mr. Schweitzer, Mr. Palizza was the guidance counselor. There's the office. Oh. This is the, remember this? Oh, nice. This is where we used to go for assemblies. Remember Morris Scott? I swore he played the entertainer. He says he didn't, but I thought in the talent show or something he played the entertainer on that stage and made it famous. Let's go down here. Come on. Sarita. And I remember this room. This was, okay, look. This was the music room. And I remember this spot. We were at a table right here. The table was right there. This is the only class in high school, in junior high school that I had with Rita. It was music class. And this was it. Albert Graham and a kid named Billy Smith. There was an incident with the principal. Me, Al, and Billy Smith. I don't think I can tell you about it. Let's go. Let's go. Now a lot of music kids. Who was into music down here? Morris Scott, I guess, was one of the music kids, so he'll like this. So here's the stage. Backstage. Morris did. Remember those, Morris? Just put your music on there. Remember that? Come on. Sit down. Okay, let's check it out. Morris and Ian Thompson. That's where all the music kids were. Wow.
Daddy.
Yeah.